Alrighty then, Jared Sutton, referee on this Saturday night, round 23. It's a cauldron, there's pressure. The race to the finals, live on Fox League. Zach Lomax, the first kick, and it's been Hughes on the run. I dare say, as big as any game he's played in his career, this young front rower Sam Hughes. Quite the atmosphere. 11 metres away from their own line, opening set. And what has been another eventful Super Saturday. Oh, Curran loses the ball. Dragons make the first statement. 3 into the match. Patting on the back for Hame Sele. Involved in a big shot. Eisenhuth with the ball 13 away from the line. Well, Dragons fans, did they need any more? Firing up. Now Eisenhuth stays down. Slow play the ball. High ball for Hunt and on for Sele. 10 away, second tackle. Little, we know he's a try sneak. Hunt and then Flanagan. Lay Lewis, slow brilliance, pushing along. To Belottu to play the ball. 8 metres away from the line. Back for Flanagan. They're going to spread it. Laurie did it. Hunt does the same. Sloan bobs up on the right, intercepts. Oh, so close. The Fox, the try saver.
Well, what a statement that would have been if the flick pass had have found the outside man from Tyrell Sloan, but Josh Adokar just getting himself in between the passer and the intended receiver. Sloan cuts through on the inside of Bronson Cherry. The flick there. Josh Adokar with hands outstretched to pull it in.
Unbelievable start. No going up through the gears. We're like drag races. We've gone from 0 to 100 in a matter of 2 minutes. Back away to Burton. Big kick inside the 40. Floats down to Lomax. Down there's a good one tonight. Lomax, you know, Adokar will be under pressure. On this commentary side of the ground, there's a penalty. St George Illawarra.
10 metres to line.
Even Happy Dragons throwing some fist pumps after that. They're all into it.
Well, what a start defensively it was from the Dragons. Sam Hughes, very strange play from the kickoff where Toby Sexton ran 15 metres forward to catch the ball, then threw the ball back 20 metres to Sam Hughes, who got absolutely belted, and then Josh Curran spilt the ball. They survived that one, the Bulldogs. Well, they survived this set.
Hold.
Moment. We'll see how this set plays out. Jaden Sewer, as we've highlighted that. Oh, he's on the push back in. Really good. He's back over the 30.
Hold.
He got to the 20. Now Laurie with the ball. So Francis Molo and Jack de Bellin will be the rotating front rowers off the bench tonight. Eisenhuth and Hunt. Intercept! Burton with it! Canterbury away! I reckon he's got the pace! They're not going to catch it! What a stunning start! All the Dragons! And then the Bulldogs go 80! Matt Burton! The Dogs find their bite through 3.5 minutes.
Well, they'll be wondering what just happened there, the Dragons, because even though we're only a few minutes into the game, it was a hot start from the Dragons. They were coming down this right side. They've been so effective down this right side. Ben Hunt just pops one up, but Matt Burton is the player that swoops on the pass. They were up very quick defensively, got into the Dragons line, got into their attacking line, and Burton, watch it now, goes to Tyrell Sloan, but Burton snaps it out of the air before it gets to Sloan and did an amazing job to hang on to that one.
And didn't he find
Well,
top
there was
speed?
no one catching him. I thought he'd be looking very quickly. Josh Adokar looming up on the outside. He left the Fox for dead too.
Look at the focus on Burton, the sprint. Only the last 10 does he know he's there, but that is Burton at absolute full throttle. What a start to the game. Dragons on fire.
Well, Dragons with the penalty, another set that was starting in the attacking zone just outside the 30. They belted a couple across the field and then looked for that right side shift where they they have been so effective. When you look at where they've scored their tries, so many more down the right side. That is their side with Ben Hunt operating. And it was Ben Hunt who just couldn't find the pass to hit Tyrell Sloan.
Just had on screen the little reminder when they clashed in round 12. Burton, 2 tries, 6 goals, 20 points. Meter ticking for Matty Burton. Canterbury for a 6-0 start through 5 minutes. The entire ground stood up, watching that try. 6-0 it is. Candace Warner on the sideline tonight. What a place to watch this game from.
Oh, it sure is. Evening, gents, and everyone at home. We're in for an absolute treat here at Kogarah tonight. This is, without doubt, the hottest ticket in town. The game has been sold out for days, and I can tell you the crowd and atmosphere is heaving. It's hard to hear anything above all the noise, the drums, the horns, whistles and cheering. You gotta love it. It's currently 14 degrees on ground level, and there is plenty of dew about. So expect some slipping and sliding from both sides. I do wonder though, boys, in a big game like this, do you reckon we're gonna hear the Phantom Siren?
The Phantom Siren, well, he might be drowned out.
It better be loud tonight.
He'll need to be. Hughes take back there. I say this driving to the ground. I reckon I saw my first jerseys of fans coming to the game at least 3 or 4 Ks away from the ground. They were walking. Curran.
Boy, big shot there.
Just trying to make a statement of their own following conceding the first try. Kurt Mann just in a running capacity there. No thought of distributing. Canterbury so dynamic a fortnight ago against Brisbane. Some of the best attack we've seen from any side this year. Sexton from halfway. Kick to Belotto with it. He's made the left wing his own.
He's a big body, just suits the Dragon style. Big winger, makes meters.
15 away from their own line. Saturday Night Rugby League on Fox. Game 3 of Super Saturday in the NRL. Tomorrow another 2 games and 3 NRLW matches as well. Dragons just outside their 30. Little. They're ready to engage right through the centre. So to play it there, just outside the 40-metre line. Little on for Eisenhuth. Now Flanagan, Leilua. Aggressive defence by Canterbury. That was Kurt Mann. Back to Ben Hunt. On from halfway. Underneath it is Connor Tracy. There's another one of your success stories this year. What a signing he's been for Canterbury.
He's been a great signing, Bossy. Very versatile, and they probably have a number of players that could have been wearing the one jersey, but he's been terrific and grabbed it and owned it.
Kick out off a Burton pass, offload, back to Burton. They thought they'd done the job on kick out there. It's a good drive in the tackle from Fionney. That was a little too good. Now Marty kicks from inside the 40. And Sloan's on the run. Sloan's on the run. No, he stops it. Sideline officials, flag stays down. Bulldogs fans going.
What a kick from Reed Mann, just inside the 40. And got the bounce and then the roll too. Tyrell Sloan did a great job to knock it back into the field of play.
No question at all. Sideline official on the money early. Can't argue with that call. Well done, Tyrell Sloan. Dragons 15 inside their own half for Su'A. There you go. There's Su'A and kicker meeting as anticipated by Brandy. Hunt running. And Fionney on the end of that. Last tackle. 7 metres inside the Bulldogs half. The kick will come from Hunt. He screws it across field. I don't know about that. He kicks to open pasture for Crichton. Shank Brandy or not, or was that intentional?
No, shank. No, that was a shank. No, he didn't mean to kick it like that. He's still shaking his head. Just didn't get that. A little bit of pressure from Curran, but still, Ben Hunt will be used to that pressure and should have put it where he wanted to.
Carr with the ball. Hat-trick form here at Kogarah. He has scored 2. Back away for Curran now. And the Bulldogs have themselves in good field position here. 4 tackles up, 30 away. Marty and man for Sexton. Sexton for Tracy. Tracy for Crichton. 18 metres away from the line. Last tackle. Here comes the kick. It's Sexton. Drives it across the face of the post. Lomax is there. I don't know whether he should be your target. Lomax doing what he's done all year.
Well, he had to travel some distance to get himself into a position to catch that one. He did fantastically well. Bronson Sherry was there. He brushed past him to take it. But then the defence of Toby Sexton, Josh Curran forces him back into the in-goal area. Ben Hunt, does he go short?
He will. He's got the height, he's got the length. Has he got the catch? The ball is loose. And the Dragons get the ball back. Albeit not at first attempt.
No, there was just more red and white jerseys there. They were able to get their hands to it and knock it back. Took a while to clean it up, but they do recover the footy.
It's worth noting on the Dragons conceding of that first try, that is now first try conceded from 8 of their past 9 games. In fact, no team has scored less points in the opening 20 minutes of matches this year than the Dragons. That is one area of concern. Now Alua to Sulu, and Canterbury handling everything thrown at them so far. Little Hunt kicks from inside the 30. And Tracy there waiting for it. 30 to 30, the kick. Back comes Tracy. His running average is about 152 metres a game, Connor Tracy.
Well, after they recovered that line drop out there, the Dragons really struggled to make any metres. That was a 20-metre game. Burton's dropped it, knocked it on, and fumbled it.
Well, Candace Waters told us, a little bit dewy the grass, a little bit slippery the ball for Burton there. Now across to Leilua. Crowd packed into the hill, they're all standing there. Laurie with it, 25 from the line, play 2 done. Little now, Eisenhuth, they're set, Hunt beat kick out, Hunt got past Burton, and then the ball loose and Canterbury come up with it. He beat 1, he beat 2, the skipper.
Yeah, Ben Hunt, if you come out of the line and put pressure on Ben Hunt like that, you better make sure you stop him because he's got a great ability to beat a defender. Kick out normally is terrific in that sort of situation. Very good at closing down playmakers. But Ben Hunt's a strong runner, flicked the ball out, just not able to handle it there, Tyrell Sloan. It was a toughie. And the Dogs with the ball.
With the turnover, it means the Dragons, another incomplete set early. Kick out on the run here. They're 4 from 7, the Dragons. That would not win in the game plan. Here's Man. Oh, timid defence from the Dragons. They allow Man to go 20 metres. Last tackle, Marty. Sexton, kicking to the right side. Here comes Carraz. Dragons are there. And lost by Tupolano. Curran comes up with it. Canterbury fans are up now. 7 away from the line, and the penalty is well.
Strip after held.
He must have thought about Ben. The Dragons' defensive line was still making its way back on side there. There was a chance on a quick play the ball that the Dogs could have ruled that a try-scoring opportunity there for the Bulldogs.
Quick committee meeting, and the message came through, let's go for 2.
Tui Pilotu just spilt it, had a good play at it. Jacob Preston didn't play at the ball. He was waiting there for the tackle. And
Sorry, boys, you got a bit of passage of play there. Still get the odd turnover.
The wise old footy head told me once, Brandy, when you get a penalty in this situation, you do what your opponent would least want you to do.
Well, I can understand going to 8. I can. And that wise man would be right most of the time.
Hold 10 there, boys. Just there, let's sweep.
Commentary tonight with the 40th most powerful man in rugby league, Greg Alexander. Dean Ritchie with the article this week.
Let it go
in the Telegraph. Number 40, Burton. There's the 2, and 8-0 it is on the scoreboard. 14 minutes into the contest. Burton has all the points for the Doggies.
Yeah, pay a price there for the mistake from Tuipulotu after the bomb went up. He was the only one playing at it. He should have done a better job than that. And those are the sort of situations that win or lose these types of matches. Generally, if you think it's going to be a close match, a tight game, well, you've got to make sure of those catches. And Tuipulotu put it down, and then they gave the penalty away, which means they trail by 8.
It is. The Bulldogs have become used to some close matches lately. The Broncos one was the standout difference, but 4 of their past 5 games have been decided by 4 or less. Canterbury with a shift 10 metres away from their own line. Is it green light for a bit of ball movement? And a card. Caught there. Cullen.
Poor plays there from the Dogs. Not a great run from Addo-Carr to dummy half. Bad pass there to Curran, and to stop to catch it, you need to get going forward, and that's the sort of run that they needed from Sam Hughes.
That's fantastic. And look at that on the back of Marty. On for Tracy, then for Preston. The Bulldogs, they're on their way again. Preston, bullet-like pass. Dragons defence. Right, it appeared to be held back a little. Play on the call, last tackle, Marnie, Sexton, Burden the kick, what's the Fox, Lomax lost it, Lomax
Go on.
Canterbury.
Lomax shuts it down after
Everybody up.
a bit of a dodgy start to their set, the first couple of plays, then Sam Hughes, and then the ball there from Connor Tracy out to Preston. He beats Moses Sully. That's a wide pass out to Jacob Perez. Comes back on the inside, and you're right, Crichton might have been held back there. He's trying to get himself into a supporting position. So Lomax, they're all around him, the Bulldogs, as he cleaned that up.
There we go again, short drop out, play back underway, competition for the ball. Dragons will come up with it. 2 out of 2 on the short drop out. Reclaim front. There's no such thing as kick for repeat 6 these days, is there?
We'll never know how important those plays are that they've come up with a couple of dropouts now, because they're under pressure, Andrew, the Dragons, and they really needed to win that line dropout, which they have.
A deliberate offload from Lomax, 20 metres out from the line. With a lure. And Chapino was almost through there. Up over the advantage line with Eisenhuth. Better from the Dragons this set. Eisenhuth laid offload. I think caught everyone by surprise. Flanagan copped the shoulder. Another offload. They lure to Hunt. Hunt to Sloan. Takes on Kickow. And Viliami. He is an army all of his own there. Marching Sloan back. To Hunt. From 5 metres inside his own half. End up out on the wing of Perez. Oh, he's nutmegged himself, Jacob Perez there. And as a result, the Dragons' defence get through.
Well, the Dragons were offloading. No one wanted to take the ball forward into the defensive line, and it was left up to Tyrell Sloan, who caught the ball going sideways. Great reaction from Viliami kick-out. Pounced and drove him backwards 10 metres.
Canterbury up 8-0 early. Saturday night here on Fox League. Live and ad-free during play. The only place you see it in that manner as Curran gets to halfway. They are hard-fought metres there. Money now. Another good scurry. 12 or 13 gained. Last play Canterbury. Man to Sexton.
Back to the ball.
It is the job of Preston to chase through. Sloan packs it up on the catch. And then bounces around. Tyrell Sloan finished off and then caught one over the top from Kurt Mann.
Well, he's only a lightweight, Tyrell Sloan, and if your chase is good, you can drive him backwards, but he can hurt you as well with his speed and his footwork. I'd be aiming kicks more to Tuipulotu. We've seen what he did under the first bomb. If the Bulldogs have learned anything, they'd be kicking to the right.
De Bellin on, but not for the front rower. He comes on for Eisenhuth. Dragons with it 5 inside their own half. Molo is also on his feet, warming up. Bellin straight into the match and caught high by Kickow. The crowd thought so. Kick high from Flanagan. Carraz is there and Carraz with it. And captured by the Dragons defender, Sully. 19 gone and the stat of the Dragons, no points, or limited points first 20 is going to carry on into this game tonight. Haven't been able to notch anything. Burton with it. Marty here. Kurt Mann. Runners to pick from. Sexton right up to the line. He's a good back row of this Jacob Preston. Right edge for Canterbury. Marty. Sexton. 44 was out. He was tackled. Could be a penalty. The waits. No play on the call.
Well, I think that was a regulation tackle. He wrapped his arms. It wasn't late. So I don't have a problem with that, Andrew. You've got to be allowed to put some sort of pressure on the kicker, and if you do it in a way that the NRL allow, well, let's see more of it. Kyle Flanagan makes the play just as the ball is kicked.
So that's now the 10th time this season Dragons held the nil inside the first 20. Kick is going to skid over the line. Did he touch it?
I think his shin touched it.
Oh, well, this is one to look at.
I think he dragged his leg across the top of the ball. Now, whether it's already touched the
Tyrell,
line or not,
on
I'm not
report
sure.
for a possible tripping action. Where do you want to play the ball?
Well, there you go. Kyle Flanagan on report. Possible tripping
Play
action.
the ball there, boys.
Sloan,
Back 10,
rather. Tyrell
fellas.
Sloan, not Kyle Flanagan. Tyrell Sloan on.
Hold.
Obviously, the bunk had a quick review of NRL.
Here it is. Now, it goes awfully close. And he just swung a little around the top of it. I thought there was a little touch there, but there wasn't.
That's O'Carr looking to qualify for the breakdancing in Paris. With that sort of move over the top of the ball. Burton. Tracy. Shot down there by Hunt. Good tackle. All right, O'Carr. Kick out. Offload, risky.
That's gone forward.
Get a rule, it's gone forward.
Billy.
I'm happy with that call, that he pushed that out forward. I don't think it went backwards.
You've got a knock on, not a pass, Todd.
Oh. Well, you can challenge that then. Yeah, they can challenge that. So Sutton showed his card, said, I've got a knock on, not a forward pass.
Forward pass from Billy. Forward pass can't be
Well, now he said forward.
Can't challenge because it's a pass. You can't challenge because it's a pass.
He changed his
on
leg.
the line.
Yes, it's changed.
Yeah, scrum, boys. You can't challenge a pass. Hey? No, he's ruled it as a pass. We're at a scrum, fellas.
Crichton's about the fourth person
that's
he's had to
Stephen.
explain
We've
it
got
to,
the
the
scrum,
captain. He went through 3 others before he got to the skipper.
Need a lock here, boys. No shot clock.
On halfway,
Make sure you hold, Jacob.
8-0 scoreline.
Go the line. Go the line. Head in, Jacob.
And Dragons have
Time
got
on.
everyone on the open side
Break.
here. So away with Flanagan, Hunts, cross. Nice to see a bit of early ball for Sully. I know he's up against the best defensive centre in Crichton. But it doesn't mean you don't have a crack. Oh, Couchman gets bent by the Bulldogs defence there. Young Ryan Couchman in just his 3rd game for the year. Hunt, lovely show to Sewer. Now for Sloan. Sloan is busy. The defence is handling him. 35 away from the line. To Bellin. Good leg drive there. Little now. Laurie. Flanagan. Crossfield. Got away from Preston. Back then from Sloan to Hunt. The kick for Lomax. Lomax with it. That is exquisite rugby league. Ben Hunt sized it up in half a second and executed 10 out of 10.
Well, the kick-out error has given the Dragons a start on halfway, and they couldn't crack a try in the opening 20 minutes, but it hasn't ticked over much past that, and they come up with an absolute beauty through Ben Hunt. Just watch it unfold. Kyle Flanagan swings out of the tackle of Jacob Preston. They come back towards the right. Ben Hunt sums it up very quickly. Notices that Lomax is on the advantage line, sees that he can get around the outside of Josh Addo-Carr. He does that and slides into the in-goal area. Ben Hunt, what a magician. 28 try assists coming into the game, led the league comfortably in that stat. Now it's 29 and puts it on a platter there for Zach Lomax.
Already a career best tally of try assists this year for Ben Hunt. Remembering, you know, he has a career best at 34 years of age and 330 matches into his career, and that may be one of his best try assists of the season.
Well, wasn't it good just watching that unfold? And you watched Ben Hunt, as he caught the ball, he very quickly just looked across his line. He's looking for space. He's looking for space for any one of his outside men. He saw that Lomax was ready for the kick. He was flat on the advantage line, and he got the weight of it and the execution perfect. But what a play from the 7.
The Hunt-Lomax combo. It's a good one. He'll need every kick tonight, Zach Lomax. Shuts the crowd out. 8-4 scoreline. 16 away from half-time. Lomax! Yes, sir! Up go the Dragons again. 8-6 scoreline. All the ingredients of a classic appear to be thrown into the saucepan here so far.
Yeah, look at the glance across. Glance, look, sees that Lomax is on the outside there of Addo-Carr. Not much Josh could do. Turns, chases, but Lomax has got the jump on him. Flanagan, Young.
The small coaches boxes here at Cogra, and for those of you at home, Flanagan's box, the Dragons box, is directly to our right as we watch the game. They are fish bowls. We get to see every bit of emotion from the coach. Heavy contact again, Curran. And that tackle, another shift. Oh, Stewart. He wrestled away from Burton, and then Kickow ripped in. DeBellin.
Inspirational stuff there from Kickow defensively.
This is heavy, this. No place for the faint-hearted there through 4 tackles. A little away to DeBellin and Flanagan. Leilua, he's threatened to offload all night. He's sort of half getting through tackles. Oh, that's a forward pass. That is a horror
brain
shot.
explosion there. I don't know what's happened there.
6 more!
We don't give penalties for forward passes anymore, it would seem, but if we were, that would have been candidate number 1.
And that's off the back of the points just scored. They didn't get to their kick.
Away from the line. Marty, Birdman. He had support. Harry Hayes went through the hole there. He's getting more game time by the week. Harry Hayes wearing the number 17 for Canterbury. Curran and held by 3. 10 away from the line. They may pay a big price for the bad pass. The Dragons. Sexton! He's looking for Shelby! He's got there! What Ben Hunt can do, so can Toby Sexton.
Very hard to defend a play like that. And Toby Sexton, again, just the fact that he shaped the pass the ball, brought the outside players up, the defensive players up, and just created a chance for Bronson Cherry. There's the pass. It's Kyle Flanagan, throws the ball back to Ben Hunt. It was forward. You're right. In the old days, that would have been a penalty. And that turnover meant that they didn't get to the play 5 kick at the back, on the back of their points just scored. Lomax can't get to the ball. Bronson Cherry does.
Execution in big moments. The 2 halfbacks have shown us. Brilliant play.
Great play. Great play. Very hard to defend. If you get the weight of it
hang
right.
on. Oh, hang on a second. That's a swat. At first impression, that replay looked more swat than downward pressure. What do you think?
Well, it's the other angle. That's...
Oh, no, that's...
Oh, hang on. No, that's good.
Okay,
That's going to be good.
We'll live with that.
Well, he kept the hand on it. He did
yes,
swat.
he did.
He swatted, but he kept the hand on it.
It's a classy swat because he's pushing it. He's swatting it towards the dead ball line.
If there was any
but
more...
hand doesn't leave the ball.
Hand stays on the ball.
And he forces it.
Yep.
Dragons fans unhappy. The try confirmed.
Well, you said it as that set was playing out. There's a big price to pay for the forward pass. The halves getting it wrong.
Over the ball from Dubbo. Paddy Burton. 8 metres in from touch. Canterbury breathing space on the scoreboard. Margin is 8 again, 14 points to 6.
Bronson has now scored in 5 of his last 6 matches for the Dogs, and that's his 20th career try.
Well done, Bronson Xerri. Did a great job to control that because he'd lost his feet. That's why it was a swat. He'd actually slipped over Bronson Xerri, so did a remarkable job to keep that hand on the ball.
Canterbury with advantage here, and Dragons pretty much go straight to one stat at the moment. Completion rate 8 of 13. The Dragons, a handful of errors in the first. Such a big game, certainly. They knew what they hoped for. Marty. Is Harry Hayes, Brandy. There's a penalty to Canterbury. Hayes last week was given big minutes against the Raiders, 44 in fact, and had 14 hit-ups and 26 tackles. He might, look, they're going to play finals football. He'll be there right at the end of the season. Harry Hayes, there he is.
Yeah, yep. Playing his 4th game for the Dogs. It's an easy out. Tackle just slipping up high, and the penalty sees Burton find touch near halfway.
On the up.
Now Marty, centre field for Hayes, who, as we've told you before, his grandfather, Merv Hicks, was in the Canterbury 1967 grand final side. The bloodlines are there. And now Burton pushes along. And Fiona and Lomax make the tackle. 5 metres inside the Dragons' half. Moran. He comes into the game and plays it one way, and that is run as hard as he can. Marty, man, Sexton, right up again. Tracy, Crichton, held up. Flanagan, Leilua. Dangerous set this at 14-6. Preston to Marnie. They're going to shift at the Bulldogs. They're going again. And straightened up, taken low by Couchman. Over the top by Laurie. Last tackle. Sexton, ball! What a pass! Toby Sexton, the number 7. Sizzling for the Bulldogs.
What a set that was from the Bulldogs. What a play from Toby Sexton, and what a combination that is proving to be down this left side for the Bulldogs. Sexton and Xerri. Sexton doing the work with his foot only minutes earlier. Bronson Xerri touching down, and this one, watch, just looks like he's going to kick and passes all in one motion. What a great play. Just fools the inside defenders thinking kick, then the pass on the outside. Early defenders had gone up too quick past Max Fionney. Max Fionney just left some space there for Bronson Xerri, who did so well to hit the space.
Toby Sexton, 2 try assists. What a signing he's proving to be. This is now his 11th game for the season. It was Drew Hutchison early.
They kept him in New South Wales Cup,
yeah.
Vossi. It did seem like that it was inevitable that Toby Sexton would be wearing the number 7 at some stage this year. And boy, they've handled things perfectly.
I want to make a statement what I've seen here from the Bulldogs and over the last few weeks. Is Burton will convert for 20 points to 6. They're not a top 8 side. They're a top 4 side, Canterbury. That's where they've got to. They would not be out of place in the top 4.
No, I'm not going to disagree with that. Here's the double from Toby Sexton. Off the back of the Ben Hunt try, Toby Sexton very quickly had his own answer with a beautiful grubber kick there for Bronson Xerri, and then this, just moments ago, the pass, dummy kick, and pass all in one motion. Just holds up the inside defenders. Bronson Xerri hits the space beautifully.
All right, work to do for the home team. 20 points to 6. That's silenced the crowd a little. Canterbury, it got back to 8 points to 6, and then the Bulldogs scored 2 consecutive tries. The bench comes into play for Canterbury. They're all dialed into the game plan. Oh, that's a horrible play to ball from Kiraz. He opens the door for St George Illawarra. Candace said early slippery. There's another example. That was like the cake of soap. The soap and a rope and the rope broke.
Yeah, both sides guilty now of making errors coming out off the back of points, Jacob. Kiraz just trying to do it too quickly. Bit of dew on the ground. Got to watch what you're doing. And the Dragons really need to strike here. They've been given an opportunity, an unexpected opportunity. They need to make it count.
25 away, no better spot for a scrum attack. Surly carts 3 defenders with him. Play 1, 10 from the line. Deep and right. The Dragons, here they come. Across, hard W run, loses it. They've said play on for the moment. Hang on. Okay. Yeah, the bunker will check it.
Coming in to tackle 2, no try. Just to ensure that the ball's knocked on there by Dragons.
Yeah, knocked on or stripped.
Pulls it
if
away.
it reveals a strip, this could be play on, but at the moment I'm leaning Canterbury's way.
I think he was getting ready to pass the ball. He'd thrown the dummy and almost got himself through as he can. Ben Hunt, very strong. No,
Ben Hunt knocks the ball
forward
towards the opponent's dead ball line.
Yeah, Burton got
Decision
a touch
made.
to the ball, but he's not trying to strip it. I think he just makes a defensive play, touches the ball, but Ben Hunt's hand does come in contact with the ball again and knock it forward.
Yeah, so he's had the brilliant tonight, but then he's also had a few not so good moments.
No, that's right. A couple of times now he's been able to get himself almost through the defence, but not been able to execute. The flick pass to Tyrell Sloan was a tough one to take about 15 minutes ago, and now comes up with a drop ball on play 2.
It's now a 57% completion rate. It's dropped 2 for Canterbury. For the Dragons in such a big game against the Bulldogs. Preston. He's run back. Certainly shared around with the Canterbury forwards. Somewhat they have a 20 hit up man. It gets well spread around. The bench players come on. They do their bit. Hayes has already had 4 runs. Man's done a lot more running at the line tonight.
His footwork has caused some problems for the Dragons in and around the ruck.
Here's Tracy. It's a good set for Canterbury, this one. Last tackle, 7.5 to go until half-time. In the box seat, the Bulldogs up by 14. And Burton kicks. A left footer. Sloan's on the run. Good catch. Perez on to him. Straight away, you look at the Dragons scoring average this year, given that they've conceded 20 already. Their season average is 21 points a game. So they can't let Canterbury get too much further ahead. Max from the wing. Man is there with Moran.
Yeah, well, they rely on their big bodies. They're a big side, the Dragons, and around the middle, their runs need to be a bit more. I think there needs to be a bit more power in their runs.
Kicking after again, not a huge gain, which is credit to Canterbury's defence. Tracy with it, and look at that. You start a set on your 40. That's a win for Canterbury again. Sexton flat along for Kiraz. They want to make sure of this play the ball. Jacob. Produce big numbers when they clash back in round 12. As well as scoring a double. Crichton says a high tackle. Referee agrees. Well, this is 40 out, almost directly in front. 20 points to 6. Dragons are under pressure.
That's it there, Reid.
They'll put it out, won't they?
A few of them have got the 2 fingers up, but Burton puts it over the sideline. It's now up on the hill. There's the tackle to Bellin and Couchman. Canterbury Dragons have to get the job done here. 20 points to 6, 5.5 to go to half-time. Marnie to Hayward, long to Moran, little show of the ball. 10 from the line, kick out lurking on the left side with Burton. Marnie takes it to the right. Hayward, Sexton, he's hot as a stove. Across, flip back, Tracy to Carras. Dragons defence.
Oh, he's got himself. Well, he got himself
Time
into
off
the goal.
with Jacob. Out 10 for us, Jacob. Tackle 3, Stephen, leave it, mate.
And that's a good result too. Midway through your set, you want to be bringing back 10 metres. Just give yourself a little bit more room. The Dragons let him get into the in goal.
Time on. Hold. Go 3.
Marnie, centre field with Hayes. 5 away from the line, 4 tackles done. Dragons fans all shouting, hang on! Marnie's kick is over the dead ball line. Now, there looked to be interference both ways there, to be honest. But a 7-tackle set is a great result for the Dragons.
Well, it is, and it'll get them down the other end of the field by the end of it, Andrew, and it needs to be. Marnie just sliding that one through.
Time on.
Well, I don't think the Dragons player who turned, and he was running towards the ball, so he doesn't have to get out of the road.
I thought there was interference on the first Dragons player who turned around, though. I think he had some interference. The Fox Sports Lab have come up with a stat which will blow your mind. Right at the moment, this is the most points Canterbury... I can't believe this. Can we double check? This is the most points Canterbury have scored in the first half in their history of matches at Cobble. We're going back away.
I need to know how many games they've played.
Well, they would have, back in the day, they would have played at Earl Park. And of course, then George, who their great era, played so many matches at the SCG rather than here. Ballers with the bell. And Flanagan, slow throw, and on his way. Speed is a beautiful thing in rugby league, and Sloan has got plenty of it. The Dragons come back into a game that promises to keep you enthralled all night.
And that was their best set too. They worked their way downfield. 7-tackle set after the Bulldogs. Reed Marnie put a kick that went dead. And Tyrell Sloan with the speed. Great set play. To the outside, then back on the inside from Luciano. Nice ball. Tackle busted and too fast there for Connor Tracy. You're right, speed is a beautiful thing. And no one does speed much better than this man. He looks so smooth, but is flying. Try confirmed. That's a big try. They needed something before half-time. They have clearly been the second best side here, but that gets them back into it. 2 minutes before the break, Sloan just too quick for Connor Tracy. What a stride he's got on him.
The curious twist to the Sloan story, Brandy, and Shane Flanagan revealed to us here on Fox League. He's the accidental hero at the moment because he wasn't meant to come back to first grade last week. He was meant to serve a couple of weeks in the New South Wales Cup, work on defence, but because of injury to Fionney, he got recalled after just 1 week, then starred last week.
Very good.
And tonight he's been as good as any of them for the Dragons.
Yeah, so he probably only needed that one game in New South Wales Cup. Little wake-up call after their win against Brisbane, where he was pretty poor defensively, but what a great play that was from the Dragons.
They needed those points at 20 points to 6.
Desperately.
2 to go to half-time. We've got a Candace at a moment. The Dragons fans line it up again. Lomax misses with a kick. Candace 20 points to 10, 2 to half-time.
Yeah, Heme Sele came off earlier with the doctors. They have confirmed that he has come off with an irregular heartbeat. He has been sent to hospital, so his night is over.
Well, that's quite a story. Heme Sele, irregular heartbeat. We'll do our best to follow that up. Obviously, post-match, there's not much we can do during the
Well, it's not your run-of-mill things that happen to a player. That's alarming.
Best wishes with Hame Sele. A little scary there, off to hospital, which is close by. Dragons have the ball. There you go. That is, it's rather distressing to hear that. It's a good run. Not too Pilato, good. Now Little on to Couchman. This is Ryan, brother Toby, suspended at the moment. Back to halfway, the Dragons to Bellin. What a good set to follow points. The Dragons. Oh, yeah, they don't want half-time to come. St George Illawarra, not that they were hibernating, but suddenly they're breathing fire. Hunt's bomb. They get a result here. They've got the ball. Lomax couldn't get a kick in.
Double,
Just
play the
couldn't
hand
get a
over,
kick
boys.
in.
Just as he was about to strike the ball, someone made a tackle from behind and just stopped his leg moving. Therefore, the ball just rolled out of his hands, but a very good set off the back of points. Much better than what they've offered so far.
And there's another
The try set was a beauty. That one was nearly as good.
Some Canterbury fans might have been saying, well, why can't we play him? Well, no, once a player knocks on the last tackle, the player has to stop. It's the last tackle, so a changeover happens there. You don't get a free play to run away with it. And Canterbury with it, Hayward now. Across to Burton, on to kick out. Here stands out like a beacon in game 150. Sexton, they're going to spread at the Dogs. Crichton, up to halfway. Sadly, completion rates, that's one area Shane Flanagan will address at half-time, but the Dragons are 10 of 17. Bulldogs are 17 of 21. That's stark in contrast. Burton's going to go! The two-pointer! He's got two already this year. Direction was okay. Oh, hang on, Tyro, what are you doing? Shane Flanagan just fell off his chair. He was all ready to go to half-time, and then all of a sudden Tyrell decides to just take his time. Poor old Flano. You okay, old mate? You want to come back to Fox? It's a lot more relaxed in here, brother. Wow, what an end to the first half. Exciting rugby league here at Cogra. But the Bulldogs have played it really well. They are the real deal, the Dogs. We've said that before. And at halftime, Canterbury 20, leading St George Illawarra 10. Heart rate up, abnormally so. And taken to hospital, Hame Sele. As I say, we're not expecting any news probably through the course of the second half, but we'll certainly try and follow it up post-match. Second half underway, Canterbury 10-point advantage. Fifth position on the ladder heading into this one with a very healthy points differential as well. People on the run back. Dragons started well, Burton intercepts. Then we looked at an 8-6 scoreline at one stage. Canterbury skipped clear. Dragons get last try of first half. I dare say they want first try desperately of the second half. Looks like their own half. Little hasn't had many opportunities to run tonight. Marty has. Not so Little. They've really dominated, have they, in the forwards, the Dragons tonight. Little back here for Hunts. To bomb from halfway. Adokar goes back, good catch, good balance from the Fox. Oh, the Fox gets through. Josh Adokar, that could have been anything.
Wow, what an opening for the Bulldogs. Josh Adokar did a terrific job to take that. You're right, Fossey. Sometimes we underplay what some of the back three do when they take a bomb where they have to make so many metres. Adokar that and then turned around and opened up the Dragons.
Clean line break, Josh Adokar. Only the fourth line break in the game of the night. The third for the Bulldogs now. Cross with Moran. Moran and Hayes have been very good off the bench. Hayward is out there. There he is. 3 of the 4 Bulldog bench players. He has a run. 15 away. Last tackle play. Big set for Canterbury. Burton with it. They're going to run it. Tracy dummy. Dragons are going to hang on. Intercept. Lomax. Dragons have it. Tense moment. 2 into the second half.
Somehow they just didn't get that right. There was an opportunity there for the Bulldogs to score their 4th try of the game. Burton did a beautiful job there. Viliami kick-out sucked in some Dragons defenders. And it was Connor Tracy who got himself into a bit of space there, but just couldn't find the support. Zach Lomax doing the job to come up with the ball.
Fans are so close in the corners here at Cogra, they can almost take the intercept. Paddy padding up in front of the corners, but the fence is literally from the corner of the dead ball area, only a metre away from the fence. As Hunt kicks long, not happy again, Ben Hunt. He sort of groaned after the kick. And Tracy across to Kulas.
Well, if I had Kickow running at me all night, I'd groan too.
Touche, Brandy. Bulldogs showing the 2 tries in the first half. 20 points to 10. Super Saturday here on Fox League. Tomorrow, Dolphins and Warriors and Knights and Tigers in the NRL. 3 games to be played in the NRLW. You get to see it all on Fox League and of course Fox Sports. Kennedy with Marty, Hayward, then Sexton on for Tracy, then for Brighton. So he's gotten better as Sully. It's a good struggle. They're 2 big players. Little pat on the head from Sully to Crichton when he played it. Now Burton, high ball down to the corner and Lomax. He's got it again, Zach Lomax. Although Carr hangs on, was he entitled to? Referee says play on. Back into it though, a bit quiet at 20 points to 6. Away from their own line. Charge. Sully lost it, penalty drag.
2 in there. Goes with the ball.
He looked anxious, Moses Sully. I think he wasn't quite sure it was going to go his way.
No, it did. And the Dragons needed it to go their way. They didn't want to be turning the ball over there. Hang on.
Okay.
We're going to check that.
Bulldogs challenging the ruling of a 2 in the tackle
I think
and ripping the ball
I'm
out.
going to wait until I see the replay.
Okay.
Hey? No.
I reckon
judgment
they're
on
fair
this.
chance because Marnie gets shoved out of the way big time.
And played at the ball as he was going backwards.
Yeah, the way Sully looked, Brandy, he was not, when the whistle went, he wasn't sure it was going to go his way.
Reed Marnie strips the ball before another defender joins the tackle. We now need to see perspective of which way the ball goes.
Right, so it's a Reed Marnie strip, which...
well, then you've got to decide, is he...
The ball is stripped towards the Dragons' dead ball line. This is a knock-on. The captain's challenge is successful.
Yes, yes, captain's challenge successful. And they've ruled that Hayward, where he got to the ball...
It's a knock on. So you keep your challenge, but it'll be a scrum instead of a penalty.
Yeah, Hayward is
Bailey
not offside
Hayward.
because
Yeah.
Bailey
It's a
Hayward
one-on-one
got to a
strip
position
instead of
behind
2.
where the ball
So
was
it's a
first
scrum.
contacted by Reed
Yeah,
Marnie,
on the
so it's
20,
not
yeah.
penalty.
Right.
So they've challenged, and basically the keeper challenge, and they've prevented the penalty.
Mm-hmm.
So Dragons
Dragons still keep the ball.
4.5 into the second half.
Heads in at the back there, Connor.
Let's go down to the sideline, Candice. What did you find out at half time?
Wait for it. Right. Let up now, Bailey. Lock in, Marcus. Hold. Go one.
There again in just a moment as we see DeBellin. Oh, gee, he tipped that on. That was very marginal.
Stand down, Billy.
Back to Bellin.
Hold. Go 2.
Now Little. Bellin reloads. Over halfway.
Read off the ball. Matt, hold.
Involved in the tackle. Polo, Hunt, Sloan. Fine almost, well, he did get through the Sherry tackle, but was losing his footing in the process. Lomax, Sloan, Centerfield, Hunt then turns it inside and Couchman ends up doing the splits. Last tackle, Little to the right side for a Hunt bomb. Chasers are there, Lomax is leading the chase. The Dragons knocked it on, I reckon. Hayward comes up with a ball. Canterbury possession.
Well, Lomax was coming through, and Kyle Flanagan also made a play at the ball there. They might have been better just sitting back out of that one and letting Lomax make the play. He's the man that can catch the bombs. Good run from Moran. I've been impressed with Curtis Moran. Played 17 games for the Bulldogs this year. Very good from off the bench. Good speed through the middle.
Oh, ball was Well, the attempted intercept, knock on. Now, look, the Hame Sele story is alarming here. We're concentrating on the game, but replaced in the first half, and then heart rate up, concerns from the doctors.
Said he had chest pains, Voss.
Yeah.
That's what he told the trainers.
And look, you know, when we've witnessed things happen overseas football players have gone into cardiac arrest on the field. It certainly would not be treated lightly, and you can see Hame Sele, all rugby league fans at the moment wishing him the best. And we get to the bottom of it. But that is extremely concerning here at Cogra tonight for the Dragons front rower.
I only saw you late, but you got to be packed as well, mate. No. Heads in the back, head in Tyrell, down Billy, down.
6.5 into the second half. Post-match show here on Fox League. We will tell that story as best we can. Sherry with the ball, a good run, great carry.
Yeah,
superb carry.
Got past Ben Hunt and then dragged Max Fionney a good 10 metres.
Canterbury haven't deviated one bit from what they're trying to do tonight. It's not the flamboyance of 2 weeks ago, but it's a real sort of semi-final mindset. Preston with the ball, they're completing at 80%, which is well in advance of their opponent. They're 9 away. Marnie, Sexton, up in the line again as Brandy's man Morin. 10 away on play 4. Marnie back towards the post. Hayward, they're set again. Sexton's having a night out. He's just caught. Hasn't scored a try this year. That was close. Last tackle. Marty hardball. Caught high. And Harry Hayes doesn't get it down. Oh, Harry. That was a hell of a catch from Harry.
Oh, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Surrounded by Dragons players. Hands up above his head. The Reed Marnie pass was high. He was able to take it. He's come up with a bit of injury, grabbing his hand there. Ducked under a tackle, almost gets it. There's 5 Dragons around him.
But he's entitled to be bruised and battered at about 7 different points of his body. He got hit from all sides, Harry. That was close. Let's go down to the sideline. The latest on Hame Sele, Candice?
Yeah, the update on Hame Sele is good news. He was sitting up in the change rooms. He walked into the ambulance. Is very ginger in his motions, but our thoughts are with him as he heads off to hospital.
Yeah, absolutely. Dragons with the ball 10 metres inside their own half. Ben Hunt kicks deep. It was from outside the 40. He wants it to pull up. He needs it to pull up. It will pull up. The ball, Tracy. Oh, he read a dangerous line close to the sideline there. Dragons have them in the cage here. That little 10 by 10 square.
That was Kyle Flanagan, both tackles.
Off their own line, Adokar, this is play 3. I think Francis Molo thought, I don't normally have a fox running at me. And now on play 4, Bulldogs running 15 away from their own line. Make that 12. 4 tackles up. Dragons fans know the importance here. Can they force a mistake? Hayes buried. Onto his back, last tackle. Burton, oh, well, he goes the spiral long ball. What a kick down to Sloan. Battling set, and Burton boots at 60.
He's 60 on the fly. 60 on the fly, just outside his own 10.
Standing start.
What an incredible kick. And we've seen him do it plenty of times this year. The Dragons, quick play, the ball's coming at the Dogs.
You sure he doesn't have a bionic leg? Can we check? Dragons little, they're running hard and strikes. Soon to play it, 30 away from the line. Rolling again, DeBellin, Hunts, missed tackle. On the spin, last tackle Dragons. 20 points to 10. 10 into the second half. Flanagan kicks, he wants his man. And Adokar, oh! It was a little, probably knocked back if he did lose it. He's in the field to play the Fox. Lomax didn't really get a stride at it.
Well, the ball just wasn't high enough for Lomax to get there. Just a little weak on the kick then, Kyle Flanagan. Just a chip rather than, it just needed a little bit more height, so he had a bit more time to evade Stephen Crichton and get himself into that contest with Josh Adokar.
Good refereeing, Jared Sutton here. He just said, no, I'm not copying a cramp in the 50th minute. You move over here and play the ball and play on. You don't get cramps in the 50th minute.
Well, the cramp sorted itself out.
Yeah, you sort it real quick once Sutton said they're playing on. So Canterbury with the ball 12 out from their own line. The Fox was outfoxed by referee Sutton. Oh, shot again. Marty now with it. Kick out.
Again, battled to make meters.
Yeah, another set. 27-metre gain, and Burton, his kick. It may bounce left. Dragons come up with a ball. There had to be energy to stop that. Sloan to bring it back. Hayward's there. Another great result from a Burton kick.
Yeah, with no angle to work with, that was almost a 30-20 or a 30-10. Matt Burton with a kick down that left touch line.
Well, it's definitely a chance, isn't it? A toiling set. He could produce the 20-40, Matt Burton. Tackled outside the 40. Still the equation the same. The Dragons, they have to score next. Bellin, no points in the second half so far. It's a good one on Super Saturday on Fox League. Little to Hunt. Another high ball. Adokar has made a recovery from the cramp. He passes there for Tracy, and a good line of defenders through for the Dragons. Exceptional line.
Yeah, good numbers in that tackle.
So count the metres, folks. They take the first tackle on the 11, if that was such a thing. Let's see how far they get this set.
Yeah, well, that was a good run from Carraz. That's a 10-metre gain. They haven't been able to do that very often coming out of their own end. Crichton backs it up with a 15-metre gain.
And they lost it.
Breaks it down.
Oh, the strip. The captain's coming in. Captain, not captain. Straight in. And the challenge.
Okay, Dragons are challenging the on-field ruling. The tackle's complete. And then it's Toby Couchman that maybe inadvertently, but he breaks it down.
Well, Carraz backed up by Crichton. A couple of good runs from the Dogs there to get themselves out of trouble, and they haven't been able to do that in the last few sets. Crichton off the back of a 15-metre gain. Now,
the Bulldogs player loses possession. There is no stripping action from the Dragons player. The challenge is successful.
That is a good call. Yeah. That wasn't a strip. He just had his arm tangled up with Crichton's arm that was holding the ball.
Well, this is tense, isn't it? It's 12 and a half into the second half. Dragons win a challenge.
And they've dominated these last 5 minutes. The last 3 or 4 sets, the Dragons defensively have been able to get on top. They've won a little period here, the Dragons.
A couple of handling errors at Belmore last Sunday, Crichton, an otherwise very good game. See if the Dragons can make something of it. Couchman, Parul Butcher in the Dragons lineup, local junior. Flanagan, Leilua. There's another run where he gets half the upper body through. The offload surely must not be far away. Eisenhuth, Canterbury's defence, which has stood the test for most of the season. The Bellin, Hunts, Sloan, they're going across field. Burton was run off the ball. Put it this way, if the Dragons scored there, it would have come back as no try. Hunt to De Bellin. De Bellin, pass Marty. 10 from the line. Dragons fans ready to go. Is there going to be a 4-pointer? Set restart again. St George Illawarra. Bulldogs offside. Little, Flanagan, Couchman. And Couchman will be called to play at 5 out. Jacob Little. They go to the right side. Sloan into the line, but not able to weave through there. Canterbury communicate. Connected there in defence. Running it again. Eisenhuth. Again, 3 and 4 in the tackle for Canterbury. Eisenhuth stays on his feet. Little. For Flanagan. Couchman. Acts like tackle. Kicked over the top. Kicked over the top was brilliant. Canterbury get the ball back. Play off the top of your head. Ben Hunt says something, sir.
Well, he was complaining that he was held out of it. Crichton with the run and the pass. Carraz He's running close to the touchline, but ducked back in field. And Ben Hunt went awfully close to scoring the try that we know the Dragons need.
Just the kick off the deck, Brent.
Well, Couchman just hurled it up in the air, and then when he got through, it was Harry Hayes who made a play at the ball and did enough just to get Ben Hunt away from it.
Was trying to work out with a Canterbury player offside. It all happened so fast. Cohen with the ball. Do not look away at the moment, folks. This game is alive and kicking. It's still the 10-point margin. Burton, let's go a special. No one's catching that. Kicker's on the end of it. Oh no! The big fella, Sam Hughes. Anyone else catches and scores, and Sam, a little bit of white line fever.
Well, Kikau had done enough, hadn't he? He won that battle for the ball with Zach Lomax. Burton's kick just didn't fight. Well, he didn't hit it perfectly. That's why it dropped short, and Lomax took the odds to it. I'll let it bounce. He wasn't comfortable making a play at it, but it almost cost them points.
This is Kikau on report for this. That tackle, like going in with head first rather than arms, went very low. He gets put on report for it. Great defense. Great defense by Burton. Short side, outside in, Hunt kicks. Crazy's all over it. Well, that's 16 minutes gone to the second half. Canterbury not missing too many tackles. They're doing enough, put it that way. If they do miss one, they scramble, they recover.
Well, they're 10 from 10, the Dragons. It has been the Dragons owning the early part of the second half. A couple of errors from the Dogs. They're struggling to make metres through their sets, and it's an area that they were comfortably beating the Dragons in the first half.
Captured there. Last tackle play. Hayward, Sexton set up 2 tries first half. This will test them out. Oh, Lomax got a bump. He got a bump before it came down. How is that allowed to continue? No card kick. Chewy Pilatu back with the ball. A great finish for Bulldogs. I question what happened on the far side. But you play to the whistle, and Canterbury did exactly that.
Well, you do, but there seemed to be some confusion between... I was watching Sloane and Lomax. They were looking at each other, wondering who was going to catch the ball. Sloane looking at Lomax, Lomax at Sloane. Lomax gets himself into a position. That car knocks him out of the road. That's contact.
That's contact.
That is contact.
We did not see that.
That's enough contact to be a penalty.
Mate, they saw that from the moon. Dragons go line drop out. Another good one. They had 2 successes first half. Not this time. That's too good. 15 away. This becomes a danger set for the Dragons. This becomes the Bulldogs looking to kick clear. Been a while since they posted points. They were dummy half. To the ball, and now Bulldogs goal line defence has stood up. Now it is the Dragons' turn. Back towards the post. Man's been strong tonight. Man! Kurt Mann!
Just look at contact.
Extraordinary effort of determination to score. The goalposts are still shaking.
Well, they haven't been down this end all half. 19 minutes into this second half, and it's the first time the Dogs have been on the attack. And it's the first question that has been posed to the goal line defence of the Dragons. Bounces out of the tackle of Blake Laurie. Got to get your arms around him, a player like Kurt Mann, and wrap him up. And it's not the quantity of runs from Mann tonight, it's the quality of them. Every time he's had the ball in his hands, he's worried this defence around the ruck for the Dragons, the big players, the footwork has caused problems. Now it's the strength and the footwork from Kurt Mann that gets the Dogs their 4th try. I didn't see any problems with that.
No, that was just effort personified from Kurt Mann. What a valuable player he has proven to be. Yet another one of their signings for this year. Just his 2nd try as a Bulldog. His first in round 9 against the Tigers. Not too far away from 200 career games, Kurt Mann. Margin is big. 16 to the good, the Bulldogs. Candice.
Reid Marnie has just gone up the tunnel, clutching at his shoulder. Looks like some sort of shoulder problem. We'll find out what's going on there and get back to you soon.
He's probably got a sore shoulders from 1,000 tackles. He's almost made 1,000 tackles for the season. And only one Bulldog in history.
Just wear and tear on the shoulder.
Yeah. David Stagg, the only other Bulldog we have on record making 1,000 tackles or more in a season. That was 09. Cameron Ciraldo giving nothing away despite a 16-point lead with 21 to go.
So you got Bailey Hayward out there who would be playing dummy half, I would suspect.
Oh, this is long. Yeah, just to the corner, ends up perfect. Hughes back with a gallop.
Hughes nearly split that there. Pulled it in at the last moment.
He's on there, 20 now. They do a lot right in games, Canterbury, these days. They do a lot right. Curran, well tackled there. Solid. They just need a few more mistakes forced out of the Bulldogs side. Because they haven't been perfect second half, their ball control. But only conceded a point. Hayward away for Sexton. And his kick. Really another textbook set from Kent. You have the Dragons running out of a corner and play one is 15 out from their own line. And almost forced an error at a slow down.
Well, the Dogs spent the first 15 minutes of this half doing exactly this, just coming out of their own end. The Dragons were on top, but they just couldn't convert that into points.
Lua to the bench for the Dragons. Be the game break we would hope to be. Burton has muscled up tonight at times, hasn't he? So he hasn't been a factor tonight. Jaden Sewer. After a superb game last week against Melbourne, we've
only thinking the same thing last set.
Barely caught him. There's kicks from outside the 40. He chases it. Ooh, big first bounce. They're not going to like that, the Dragons. Oh, that's not a good result. That's easy for the Bulldogs. They have to go back to the 20. They get 7 tackles. 26 to 10, 18 and a half to go. A round where teams at the top of the ladder, top 4, you tick them off. Melbourne, Penrith, Cronulla, and the Roosters with a bye all pick up points. Bulldogs looking to join them, the top 5 that is. Cowboys beaten today, Manly edge ahead of them. Utah, there'd be a number of sides actually cheering for the Bulldogs here, those below the Dragons. Dolphins are one of them who face the Warriors tomorrow on the Sunday ticket here on Fox League. Now Kurt Mann, kick out. Will take a good tackle to bring him down. Tala Mariner had to hang on for dear life. Hayward and Sexton, what a game he's having. So much control from the Canterbury number 7 tonight. That has just grown and grown and grown in confidence. Dragons again coming out from deep inside their 20.
Well, the third position battle has swung around, and the Dogs turned the screws after in the offload there, just taken by Flanagan after scoring points through Kurt Mann. Have just dropped back into a very good kick chase game.
A bit of a rock and a hard place. They have to offload. They're 16 down, but they always look like they're an offload away from disaster. Sloan cops an old-fashioned coat hanger. Put a couple of pegs on it, call it a Hills hoist, whatever you like. Addo Carr's penalised. Don't need drama. But and Sloan straight back to his feet.
Okay.
Look dramatic. Penalty Dragons.
There it is.
Tyrell Sloan. There you go.
Grabbed his shoulder.
Sling.
Grabbed his shoulder. Because I was a bit sceptical about that one. I wanted to see the replay, and the replay showed exactly what happened. He grabbed him on the shoulder.
Now Laurie with it. 40 away from the Canterbury line. It's time. We learnt that last night, didn't we? the Dragons do a Penrith. If they're going to do a Penrith, well, they've got plenty of time.
Well, just when you think you've seen it all, you haven't.
Yeah, Eisenhuth on the run. Blake Lawrie in a lot of pain there. Little for the Dragons. Eisenhuth. It's a bit haphazard, this attack. Lost all shape here. North, Madigan. Well, he just got eaten up there by Josh Curran. That was all you could do to Sizzler. Now, DeBellin inside the 10.
Full set.
Still a chance. And slows it down for Eisenhuth. Canterbury absorbed that quite easily. I'm sure Little is itching for a dummy half play here at the line. Hunt, Sloan, it's all across field. Fine. Sherry just zeroes in there. Now Sloan for Tyler Barron. This is not the Dragons' best set of the night. They lost their way there, and Tracy comes back with the ball for Canterbury.
Well, that's 2 sets they had then, because there was set restart late in the count in the first set, and that wasn't their best period there. The Dragons, Fatala Mariner ending it disastrously with a drop ball.
11 tackles now inside the Bulldogs 20 tonight. The Dragons, 2 tries they have on the board. Combination of chants at Cochrane tonight. Bulldogs chant, Dragons chant. Fans all mixed together. Haywood and Curran. Again, I stress you would not see this at overseas football or matches. It's just something to cherish, folks. The ball for Burton. He bombs from 30 out. Canterbury are in the picture. Batted back by Crichton. Offloaded by Preston. Sexton, beware the second kick. Kick out. Quite appropriately. Kicks. Kick out. Kick long. Kick out. Maybe not. Little check. The bunker.
Yeah, not sure how it got across the dead ball line.
Want to see if it touches his knee, mate, before it bounces dead.
And Tyrell Sloan doing his best to shepherd the ball across the dead ball line. Kick out flying through on the chase.
I believe it touches his knee.
After it went down that right side, Toby Sexton, the big one, the big pass out, the kick out. I don't think he touched it, Tyrell Sloan.
In the meantime, while all this was happening, there was a spat between Stephen Crichton and Christian Tuipulotu, where the touch judge had to run in to separate the two.
Yeah, goal line, boys.
Then Jared Sutton got involved, and then it still carried on after that. I have no idea what started it, although Crichton is clearing some blood off the nose. So I think we may have a suspect. Short drop out. Dragons chasing. Tracy all over. There were a lot of Dragons there, and Tracy did well. Ball with Sexton. Now Curran. Yet another great signing for Canterbury this year. 13 hit-ups tonight. Haywood. Man. Sexton right up to the line. Tipped on. Perez! Perez!
I think he pushed it down. Okay.
Right into that corner.
Coming in at...
He thinks he scored.
All right, got you. Okay, coming in at tackle 3. Have no try. I believe Jacob Perez puts the ball down short and then loses it.
He's claimed
I want to
it,
clear
Jacob
contact
Perez.
on Connor Tracy.
He's a good
Back
boy,
here. We got a
Jacob.
foul
Brandy,
play
I'm
first.
telling you. My early call is honest. Jacob.
I'm waiting till I see the replay,
Okay.
Andrew. The pass from Connor Tracy was brilliant. Tuipulotu came in and jammed him, but he got the ball to Carraz.
Just reviewing the contact on Connor Tracy.
Okay, we're looking at...
Well, he got hit hard, but it was a fair hit. That's good.
There's no foul
Arms
on
wrapping.
Connor Tracy. We're playing on.
Arms wrapping, no contact with the head there. It's Moses Sully. He's got to get around Jacob Carraz. Oh, I think he might be short as well. I think Jared
Short
Sutton
lost.
Jared Sutton, who was in the perfect position to have a look at it. There he is. He got it right, but did it slide onto the line?
Onto the line. This is
Looking
desperately
to determine
close.
where the ball is grounded.
Did it slide on the line while his hand's still on it? I think it might have.
Yeah, geez.
I think it might have touched the line, Andrew.
It's been set up no try, but I think there's conclusive evidence to...
I think we need to get a little bit closer than that, don't we?
Jacob Kiraz
that's
loses
a long
possession
way
in the
away.
field of play.
Oh, he loses
Decision
the ball in
made.
the field of play. The 40th most powerful man, Greg Alexander, called to go a little closer. They ignored him and made a decision.
Pretty sure it goes dead, mate. Hey?
So no try.
Yeah, it's where the ball goes, though. They're just
I still think
confirming that.
Jacobs
Really?
is a
Well,
terrific
hasn't he
young
knocked
man.
it on in the field of play? If it went short, he
I
lost
think
the
it goes
ball.
dead. 20 metre, boys.
20 metre tap. He's lost the ball in the field of play. It's gone dead. It's a 7-tackle set to the Dragons. Go
And they
figure.
play. They do a roll of the dice, and
Oh,
Lomax, no angle on the kick at all.
Well, just kicked it straight down the field. It's a great play, but you've got to execute. You've got to get it out.
26-10, the Dragons kept scoreless second half. In fact, we've had only the one try since half time.
Well, they desperately needed to come up with the ball then. They needed the ball. What? If you can't do it, don't risk it.
No, that was a frustrated Shane Flanagan there.
Well, I can imagine. You've got 7 tackles. You're going to be up the other end at the end of that
Good
set.
shout, good shout. 7 tackles is right. That was loss on the Dragons. Preston with a juggle, didn't contact the Dragon. Play on. The composure of the Bulldogs, again, the same real deal they are. Like they're just a little too good tonight, again. Burton down, bomb, down to the wing of Lomax. Lomax, beat kick out, Sloane's in trouble. Bulldogs now getting into a real game managing role and doing it well. Down to the sideline, Candice.
Just an update on Reid Marnie. He lost a bit of feeling in his arm. The medical staff looked at him. He's now back on the bench, but he'll only be used as needed.
Looks pretty content on the bike. Reid Marnie with 12 to go and a 16 margin for his team. Bulldogs next week play the Dolphins. Sully stays down.
I think it's all midsection.
Dragons play the Titans. That's in Wollongong next Sunday, exclusive to Fox League.
Wait, mate.
Just shoulder there, but
Yeah, push up, Marcus.
no
Tackle
dramas
4.
from the bunker.
Time on. Go, 4.
It's down to almost school next set. There he is. Ball with Hunt. Well, they pull the hands away. Flicked on. That's all play on. It eventually bats forward. Drew Pilotu drops the ball, and Sutton's having no more of it. Party over.
There, boys. Hand over there.
Well, they have to take risks, but they have to execute a little better than what they just did then. Ben Hunt's pass hitting the ground. They waited until it popped up to one of their players, but just not good enough for Dragons.
Yeah, the line break count tells a story. 5-1. The only line break is the Sloane try in the first half. Canterbury missed tackles, but they scramble, they reorganise, they regroup, they get numbers there. Like they've missed more tackles tonight than the Dragons. But the line break count is 5-1 to Canterbury. So this one, there's never someone too far away to cover up. Hughes with the ball. 45 away from the Dragons line. Haywood and Sexton kick out with it. Back in field comes Villiardi, looking like a winner in the 150 milestone game. Now Haywood to Sexton. And to Hughes. The play breaks down there. Sam got it very flat-footed. 12 from the line. Canterbury are lined up left. Look out. Here they go. No. Switcheroo. Tracy. Preston. Preston held up. Now they've got the full width of the field to work with. Haywood. Kick back there. And the Dragons come up with the ball. A little messy. St George Illawarra still a chance.
It was Jacob Preston down this short side, and he's made a habit of scoring tries on those flat runs. He did a good job and needed to, the Dragons' defence.
Sully limped off, could not put the left foot down there, Brandy. There's a Sully. So he's gone. Dragons 30 away from their own line. Into the last 10 we go. Post-match big show here. On to the... Oh, Hunt, be careful on the offload there. He had no red and white man to throw it to. And the last, Flanagan gets a kick away. Carraz. This is his 25th carry of the night, Jacob Carraz. He's up over 200. He's got an offload. And then Tracy's footwork. Oh, he doesn't pass. Now he does to the Fox if he gets it to him first time.
Just saw him a fraction too late. Just saw him loom up a fraction too late and couldn't get the ball to him.
He would have run the leagues club at O'Carr. That one was catching. Coming with the ball.
Nicely done between Connor Tracy and Jacob Carraz there. Carraz just a little push offload out to Connor Tracy. They get another 30 metres off the back of him.
Now Hayward, Sexton, Preston taken down. 19 from the line. They're building again, Canterbury. Unflustered. And with it, Sexton drifting across, floating pass. Lomax. He knocked it on, but he did all he could to come up with a catch.
Well, Toby Sexton just drifting across, saw an opening down that touchline with Lomax in just infield enough to try and, well, he thought he could lob it over the top. Kick the ball though, the Bulldogs. Scrum centre field.
Crichton and Burton having a chat here. There's something doing for Canterbury on the right side. They've had a big discussion. Comes over left side, Sherry, who chance of a hat-trick tonight. Wrapped up there. What have Burton and Crichton got cooking? And O'Carr, Hayward. Hot boy with it. It's game time here. The last of the Bulldogs bench players. On with 7.5 to go. Man for Cullen. Cullen held up by the Dragons' defence. Hayward. There's a big hole there. Man didn't give it the kick out with intercept Dragons.
He ran behind it. Oh, they got penalised the Dragons. I thought Kurt Mann took a step too many behind the decoy runner then, and got rid of the ball, but the Dragons are offside, so it negates everything that's happened with the footy.
They take the wind out of the sails if they just go for goal here for 18-point lead. The crowd will be silenced.
Yeah. Well, you saw Burton and Crichton chatting together, and you said they were plotting. They were probably plotting Jaden Seward, who was defending in the centres.
Jaden Seward, yeah, he's out wide of net, but he has only had one carry of the football in the second half for 6 metres.
Yeah, not good enough. Not good enough. When you like, where was he in the opening 15 minutes when the Dragons had all the ball and the field position? The opening 15 minutes of this second half, the Dragons were dominating. They didn't come up with any points, but well, there's an example as to probably why they didn't come up with points. If Jaden Seward's only having one run in the half.
Ball up, he's had 6 for 37 metres, which is far removed from his efforts of last week, where he was simply outstanding against Melbourne. Every carry. This is for 18 in front. Candice is going to update us on the Moses Sully injury. Burton successful. It's a good Canterbury side, folks. This Canterbury team, 28-10 over the Dragons. Candice.
Just an update on Moses Sully. He had to be assisted to the change rooms. The club is going to send him for scans. He'd have to be in some serious doubt against the Titans next week.
That was the incident there, and you're right, he struggled to even leave the field unassisted.
2024 NRL and NRLW Telstra Premiership Grand Final. On sale now, the event, October 6th. You don't want to miss it at the Core Stadium. You can get your tickets at nrl.com/tickets. Confirmation, Sully a knee, the injury for him. Scans the deal. Canterbury fans are singing at Cogra, Randy. Bulldogs chant at Cogra. Has alerted to a crew, a young man celebrating his 18th. Carter, who's a Bulldogs fan, he's got all his mates over. They're 18th, they can do anything now. Randy, they're watching tonight. They're having a night out. Bulldog, there's almost a smile on Cameron Serraldo's face, I reckon. 28-10, 4.5 to go. Man makes his first mistake of the night.
Everybody up. Shot clock on.
This is good times to be a Bulldogs fan, Brandy, given where they've been in recent times. You've got to go back to 2016 to find.
Just got to stay in that order, boys. Got to stay in that order.
Are they getting better, Brandy?
They are.
They're getting better.
There's no doubt that over the last 6 weeks, Bossy, they have gone from a side looking to break into the top 8 to what you said earlier, and I'm not going to disagree with it. They are looking like a top 4 side.
Haven't made the finals since 2016. Run home for the Bulldogs. They're off to Bundaberg next week against the Dolphins, then Auckland, and then they finish the regular season at Homebush against the Sea Eagles and Cowboys. All big matches, of course, but not beyond them to win all 4 in the form they're in.
And they might have to if they're looking for a top 4 spot.
Medial ligament 2, further news on Sulu. So that ACL, Dragons 20 away, Eisenhuth 28-10. Half of only 8 points and 1 try. Here is Little, and then for Tyler Mariner. Kirkman, the only try scorer of the second half. Molo and Flanagan away through. This will be another feather in the cap if they hold the Dragons out. Back it comes for Ben Hunt. He'll try a kick. He's got to find Lomax. It's their best weapon. It's cleared in.
Play the ball. It's fill the play.
It's almost into the scoreboard. The old scoreboard in the corner.
Well, it's like he lost sight of where the ball was actually going. He was infield.
Play the ball.
Well, just too far infield for that one. And no rush there from the Dogs.
Centre field. So here it is. This is their best weapon.
Front foot here, fellas.
He just misjudged where the ball was going to land.
Use the foot, Josh. Stay square, Fred. Just one on. Yep. Hold.
Ball going over the sideline means we walk to the 10-metre line rather than the 20.
Hold with us now. Lock in square, Luciano.
Bundaberg will be full next week for the visit by the Bulldogs against the Dolphins. It is a home game for Canterbury at Salter Oval. Head down, back support. Oh, Viliami, it doesn't pass it. Was he colourblind? Did he think they were Dragons players beside him? What happened there to Viliami? But its pace was forgotten about. Now Tracy. And okay. Oh, Josh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Viliami ankle taps Jacob Little. And O'Card just lost Rex Mossop past the ball comp. That was a horror. No Patra orange juice for him tonight. Hunt and across. Leilua kept it alive. Tui Polonu takes on Sexton. Gets rid of Sexton. Takes on Carraz. 32 metres away from the lines. George Illawarra inside the final 2. They're well beaten. But they're having a little crack late. Lua. Lomax. Nice step. Nice step. Intercept. Josh Curran intercept. Little Curran intercept double. That was $1 million to 1. Maybe $1 trillion.
Lomax with the footwork there just to open up the Dogs, but Curran just hanging around and comes up with a big play.
Well, it's the 12th win of the season for the Bulldogs. They finished 3rd last year. They won only 7 matches. Cameron Ciraldo and the Canterbury Bulldogs finals bound with 4 rounds to play. Another very accomplished performance here tonight on a big night, full house. Haven't looked under pressure really all night. They've been in control of their game. Merton with it. His intercept started it all tonight.
Last tackle, Jacob square.
Last tackle play for Canterbury. Merton staying down now. There is Hayward. This is going to put it into the fence. I think the Dragons have had enough for the night. Not too many people went home early of the fans here. But Canterbury, it's time to celebrate again. Another 2 competition points in the bank. for the Bulldogs. Have a look at the atmosphere, have a look at the scenes here at Cogra.
Cheers, mate.